Every so often, a movie comes along that redefines what fantasy filmmaking can be. In The Name of the King and the made for DVD sequels that came after, not those movies. This is a journey through three films. Each are technically part of the same franchise, united only by the facts that they are all medieval focused, all involve a king, and all seem determined to bore their incredibly talented casts into early retirement. Oh, and they're all Uwe Boll movies. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I guess. But hey, this is short and sweet, so let's break down all three in order and figure out where it all went so very beige. But where better to start than with the first one? This has everything you'd expect from a big budget fantasy epic. Sweeping landscapes, elaborate ish costumes, Jason Statham with a sword, and absolutely zero emotional connection to anything happening on screen. Our hero loses his son in the opening scene, and this somehow has no visible emotional effect on anyone, including the kid's own mother and the star, his father. We've got Gimli looking like he'd rather be anywhere else, a good fella awkwardly entangled with Gimli's daughter.
What would Gimli do? There is only one medicine for a dwarf. That garlic is medicine.
And Hellboy, who is so done with the movie that he basically asks to be stabbed so he can just lie down for the rest of it. The technical side, sure, it's polished. Credit to the crew and the cinematographer. But the script, it is straight from the Fantasy Tropes for Beginners field manual. If you asked a random stranger to make a medieval fantasy movie on the spot, you'd get In the Name of the King. It's the Princess Bride without imagination, whimsy, or any effort. And that is the biggest problem. For me, this movie is my second favorite in this trilogy. It doesn't say a lot for this movie's benefit, or any movie that comes after, I promise. And now the sequel nobody asked for, but somehow we got anyway. This time the reins are handed to Dolph Lundgren. And you know what? Against all odds, I hate this a little bit less than the first. A lot less, honestly. Maybe it's just because Dolph Lundgren has this strange charisma that makes even the jankiest material watchable? No. Maybe it's because they trimmed out the subplots that were dragging the first movie like a stone cart uphill. Or maybe it's because I have had a crush on Dolph Lundgren since I first saw Rocky IV in like 1999. Probably.
It is still something beautiful at which to look.
Maybe it's because the movie leans fully into its straight to DVD energy and just owns it. Plot-wise, it is second verse, same as the first, except our hero is from the modern world. It's part fantasy quest, part Narnia knockoff, except Narnia never had a scene where someone in solid Ren Fair cosplay gets thrown down a flight of stairs. Don't get me wrong, it's not good, not even close, but it gives off a consistent Sci-Fi Channel original quality, which somehow gives it a weird charm for me, and Dolph Lundgren, again, hot as hell, so points for that. And finally, the third and final installment, if you can call three completely disconnected movies a trilogy. Here, Dominic Purcell takes the lead as what I can only describe as a legally distinct Leon the Professional. Thrown back in time because of a magic tattoo, his character arc is so predictable you can guess the ending before the first coffee break you're going to want to take. Purcell is genuinely trying, and I respect that. Everyone else, they look like they've been lured into the woods under false pretenses and are just waiting for someone to yell cut so they can leave and go home. The dragon looks better this time around, like upgraded from an F to a solid C, which is a big jump, but the action still choppy, still incoherent, and still filmed like Uwe Boll is just setting up cameras wherever the light is decent. There are some ideas here, but unfortunately they were also in the second movie already.
You're right, it is magical. Let's go home.
So the movie as a whole feels more like deja vu, just with slightly better CGI. Definitely my least favorite of the three. So there you have it. In the Name of the King trilogy, 3 films, no shared continuity, minimal creativity, but somehow just enough to keep me watching all the way through. if there is a moral here, it's that sometimes a franchise doesn't need a coherent vision. Sometimes it just needs a board cast, a few swords, and one actor who is inexplicitly giving it their all. So yeah, go out there and be a king or queen or any monarch of whatever gender expression you prefer. Just go out there and do it well and be good.
I am going to make a frame for those lovely hairs given to me by Galadriel. Here we are. Watch, look, I've got them here. You see that? One hair from her lovely